Hey, what do you say, weekend warriors? Let's make some grilled chicken tacos. I promise if you try this, these may be the best chicken tacos you've ever had in your life. We're gonna be using a gas grill today, but you could use a charcoal grill, you could use your pellet grill, you could even use your pellet smoker. Let's get started on making a marinade for the chicken. We're gonna start with 3 cloves of garlic. Just give them a rough chop right now. We're gonna put this in a mortar and pestle in a second. And chopping it just makes it a little bit easier to break it down. If you don't have a mortar and pestle, you could use a food processor or just dice it up real fine by hand. This is a shallot. If you've never eaten a shallot, it's kind of like a sweeter onion with a little hint of garlic to it. And same thing here. I'm just gonna rough chop this. We'll get the skin off. So it doesn't really matter how we do this. I'm going to give it a rough dice. Alright, so now before I put anything else in, we're going to add some salt. Putting the salt in first because that's going to help us create some friction. Right now we got about a tablespoon. Alright, to that I'm going to add about a teaspoon of coriander seeds. And then I'll just start mashing this in. Break down those seeds a little bit. Really fragrant. Almost like a citrus smell to it. Toss in the garlic next. And it's the same process. Now we've got that salt in here creating friction. And we're going to keep stirring this until it turns into like a garlic paste, which does not take long. As you can see, I'm doing this in real time. All right, now we'll add the shallot. Break this down a little bit. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of chili powder, a little bit of oregano, maybe about a teaspoon, about a teaspoon of cumin. Whoops, I don't want all of that, do about half. All right, next, 2 Chipotle peppers. These are smoked jalapenos. Get these in. Put in that first one, break it down, which does not take a whole lot of effort. I'm just doing it one at a time so I give myself some room to work inside of here. I don't want it to overflow. There goes the second one. And then I'll add a little bit of the sauce from the can. Don't want that to go to waste. And then finish it off with some olive oil. About 1/4 cup. You might need to add more. The whole point is you want to be able to completely cover the chicken for the marinade. So now I'll use a spoon to mix this all together. All right, now from here, I have 5 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You want to use thighs for this recipe. Breasts will be okay, but thighs work out so much better because you're going to get a crispy exterior, more so than you would with a chicken breast. And we're just going to dump in our marinade right into the bag. And then we'll massage it in. So these are going to go in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. And with the chicken breast marinating in the refrigerator for the next couple hours, we've got some time to show you a real simple smoky red salsa. So over here on the grill, what I've got is some tomatoes. So I have 4 Roma tomatoes that I've been kind of grilling and roasting here. We're gonna get a little char on them, which is gonna give a smoky flavor. So we'll get these flipped over. It doesn't take long. They've probably been on about 10 minutes. We just want to soften them up a little bit, get that char flavor going. And then I have about a quarter of an onion. That's starting to char. There's a good one. So this is going to be a rustic salsa. Get these flipped over. And then last but not least, here's a clove of garlic, skin on. So I'll just give this a couple more minutes. We'll get this lid closed. And what I'm gonna do, I've got a food processor. I'm gonna take, since we have leftover Chipotle Chili Peppers in here, I'm gonna start with about half of one. And I recommend you do the same. Start with half, and then if you want more spice, add the other half. Normally I would grill a jalapeno, but I don't want this to go to waste, so may as well use it, right? And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. We can add more later. Start adding all the tomatoes. And now we'll get the onions in there. And then last, we'll take the skin off of that garlic. It's nice and mushy. Put that in. And then you just want to blend it until it's smooth. That's it. Now be careful, it's really hot. You don't want to burn yourself. So let it cool down, give it a taste, and if it needs more salt or if it needs another pepper, you can add that. But for now, we're good with that. So far, we did the chicken marinade, we did a homemade salsa, and if you thought I was done, oh no. We're gonna do some homemade corn tortillas, so let me show you how to do that. It is really simple. Okay, so I'm using Bob's Red Mill. This is masa harina, which is some very finely ground corn flour. I'm following the instructions for this package. Whatever you get, follow those instructions. And what I found that works best is 1.5 cups of the flour, pinch of salt, which I've already put into one of those cups, and then 1 cup of hot tap water. Straight out of the tap, as hot as it'll go. And then just gently start mixing it in. You're looking for the consistency here of Play-Doh. So remember back to when you were a kid. By the time this all absorbs the water, the dough should be springy, not sticky, not mushy. And it's almost already there. And I may not even use the whole cup. This is pretty much what you're looking for here. And I still have a quarter of a cup left. So add slowly, and when I break it open, it has that kind of Play-Doh texture. That's exactly what you want. So what I'm gonna do is get it into a ball, set it in the center, and then with some of that extra water, I'm just gonna get a paper towel wet. And I'm going to put this over top, and Bob's Red Mill instructions say to let it sit for 1 hour, which is what I'm going to do. And here's your next move. I have a tortilla press. You don't have to go out and buy one of these. Instead, you could just use a pan and smash them down. I've got a little piece of plastic from a Ziploc bag I'm going to put right there. And then I'm just going to pinch off a little ball about the size of a golf ball. This will be our first one. Another piece of plastic wrap on top. This lid on there. And then you just smash it down. Okay, then what you do is carefully lay it down in a very hot pan. I'm using cast iron. Let it go for about 30 to 40 seconds. Okay, it's been about 40 seconds. Flip it. Give it about a minute. And we'll flip it one more time. We'll just let this go for a couple more seconds on this side. Then we'll flip it back over one more time. All right, first one's done. Let's get it out. And I'm gonna put it in a container. It's actually a basket meant just for tortillas. Wrap it in a towel, keep it nice and warm, and then I'm gonna knock out the rest of these one by one. And finally, let's get that chicken on the grill. I've got this thing ripping hot as it'll go. Just lay it in. Really want to build up a nice little set of grill marks or some char on there. Woo. So I'm going to put this lid down and we're going to go about 4 minutes and then we'll flip it. All right, you ready? Here we go. That was about 4 minutes. Look at that. That's what you want. Nice, strong grill marks. Woo! It's smelling good too. All right, now I'm going to crank this heat down about halfway. Let these finish cooking until they hit about 165 degrees Fahrenheit internal. Go ahead and get this closed. And my first piece of chicken is done. This is the smaller of the pieces. So what I'm going to do is cut this up into some bite-sized pieces. And my God, does it smell good. The smaller the better, especially in these little street size 6-inch tacos. So let's build a taco. Grab one of our corn tortillas, line of chicken right down the middle. I like a little bit of shredded cabbage, but you could also do some lettuce if you wanted. A little bit of cilantro, and a little spoonful of our homemade salsa. Serve them up with a lime, and give it a little lime juice. Here we go. Let's give it a shot.